beautiful day, you know what I mean? I've been invited to a very important personality's house, you know what I mean? One who has done so much for the Nigerian music industry, you know? He's one of the biggest DJs who's ever done it. I mean, DJ Jimmy Jatt. This is it. This area's got one of the biggest houses and stuff, you know what I'm saying? The sun is hot, but because the sea is just up here, and the breeze is very, very cool. All right? Go on. I better go. Oh, yeah. What's up? Come here with me. Yeah. This is what it is. So, come on, look at that. That's a Chevrolet. DJ Jimmy Jatt. Papa, legend in the business, you know what I mean? Very simple guy and such a cool dude, you know? This is where his studio is. So I'm gonna go vibe with him. And then let's see. I'm so excited and happy to be here, man. Wow. Wow. Damn. Where's Papa now? Hello, boss. Jimmy Day there? How you doing, Sandy? Bless, man. Look at this. Hold on. Hey. I'll be talking about this stage very soon, but this is amazing. Damn. Not bad. Hey, Papa.
How you doing? Good to see you, man.
I'm good, man. Yo.
Don't come Nigeria, come records here.
Yeah.
How's it going, man?
Oh, man, it's all good.
Nice to have you here, man.
You know what? I need to establish this. You know what I mean? Legend, undisputed. You know what it is, man.
Thank you, man.
And the reason why I have to make sure I have Papa on the show is because he set the bar. He set the pace, he's run the race, and he's still running. So every young guy out there, this is the opportunity to open your ears, open it, and learn something unwritten in the stars today, because he's alive, and that's one thing I thank God for your life.
Thanks,
you know,
man,
you traveled the 7 seas, always on the road, but you look healthy. You look strong.
I try.
You did try?
I try. You know.
So, Papa, this is what we're gonna do. You know, we're gonna have a sit somewhere,
okay.
and then we can vibe, and then we can talk, and then we
Whole
can
lot to
see
talk about, man.
another side of you, man.
Definitely.
And you got your turntables, and even in your office, like you got it there.
You have to feel it every
You
time.
live music.
You live music.
You breathe music.
I have it everywhere.
Everywhere.
So one corner in my living room, one corner in my office, one corner. It's just everywhere. So wherever you know,
Why?
Because it's something that I just love doing. I mean, it's my job, but it's also more like my hobby as well. So I'm like, once that inspiration comes, get on it. So it's not an excuse that
hold on. Once that inspiration comes, you get on it. So like it's immediate.
Yes,
you're sleeping and you hear.
I have a more portable one I take around as well. You know,
all right. Yeah. God bless you in abundance as you sit and talk. I know that the youth of today and everybody that is watching, everybody that loves you, and everybody that's followed your footsteps to today will know another side of you.
Thanks.
Written in the stars, Jimmy Jatt, Nigeria edition, don't go nowhere.
You are watching Written in the Stars with Kwesi Crassie. Welcome back to Written in the Stars.
Here we are, another edition of Written in the Stars in Lagos, Nigeria, Lekki precisely. And of course, I am blessed, privileged to be in the presence of the all-time legendary, Africa's biggest, there is DJ, Jimmy Jatt. Papa, thank you.
What's up, man? How you
Thank
doing?
you, I do.
Nice to have you here, man.
Thank you, man. You are blessed.
You're blessed as well, man.
You are blessed.
Thank you.
I love, and I respect Walking into a place where you can feel the grace of God in that particular place. There are certain places that you walk in and you don't get the vibe, and there are certain places that you walk in and all of a sudden your lights lit off. Before you turned off the light yesterday and you said goodbye to yesterday, what was the last word you spoke to your heart?
Last thing will always be trying to thank God for another day.
Wow.
So seeing another day to the end. So I'm always grateful, and I take life one day at a time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I've heard a lot of people say that because I've gotten to a point where I'm like, listen, I'm going to take life one day at a time. I'm not even going to bother or worry about tomorrow. At what age did you get to that point where you said, listen, I'm going to take it one day at a time?
To be honest with you, quite early in life. I wouldn't say the particular age, but quite early in life, because I saw a lot of stuff. I've seen people, I lost a friend when I was a teenager. And I knew that the guy died because he was worrying about some forthcoming thing. He was chasing money to meet up with something that he needed to do in a very near future at the time. And then he had an accident in the process. Wow. And I was the first person they called to identify his call.
Wow.
So since then, and then I went to the morgue, saw him, I'm like, I know why this guy, I know what caused this thing. It was in a desperate speed to meet up with certain things, just, if you understand what I'm saying.
I do.
And then, whether I met up with it, whether I didn't, he's not around anymore, So I'm like, what's the point, At that point, I almost felt like there was no need even chasing anything in life, But, after a while, you get back to it and say, okay, chase for the immediate, and just be grateful.
Hold on. Chase for the immediate and be grateful. Wow. How do you get to that point, when you say chase for the immediate and be grateful?
To be honest with you, I think one thing you need to realize is that you're not in control of your own life. You understand what I'm saying? I've seen people, to be honest with you, some people will tell you it's risky to fly. I fly like every other time, But some people will tell you, I don't fly because it's risky, blah, blah, blah. Then the plane landed on their building. So they were killed in a plane crash without flying.
Wow.
That happened in Nigeria.
Wow.
So when you see those kind of things, you understand that, look, some people tell you overspeeding kills, and then they're driving real slow, but someone else comes and, clear them off the way.
So you're not in control.
You're not exactly in control. You can only play, your own parts as, but you're not exactly fully in control. You understand what I'm saying? I've seen fitness freak people that, watch what they eat, exercise every minute. You think they're like the healthiest person in the world, and then the guy has stroke. I have a friend like that. So I'm like, sometimes it's not, don't believe the hype.
Sometimes I ask myself, that why the chase, why the truth, for what? Because at the end of the day, we're going to leave it all behind.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you had those thoughts?
Oh, definitely.
And how does those thoughts hit you?
I'm a bit, in as much as I like to define myself as all era, like people would say maybe new school, old school, whatever school, I'm part of that. But I'm also from way back, so the mentality and the moral values that I have is kind of different from a lot of people right now, So that, look, you don't need to own all the money in the world. How much do you need in life? You understand what I'm saying? Truly.
You know that you don't need to own all the money in the world.
There's some things that money can't even buy. And then there's a limit, there's an expiry level to money, as far as I'm concerned. If you've seen money, then you will understand that there's a level that money becomes a burden.
Wow.
Yeah, I believe that. Let me tell you the truth. As a man, at night you need to go to bed. You can only sleep on one bed at a time. If you need to get out of your house, it can only be on one seat in the car at a time. So if you have 100 cars,
you will still use one.
You're still going to be in one. The most you can do is have a convoy. It's the waste.
So it's what you've
if
learned.
You live in a mansion with 25 rooms. How many are you going to? I mean, the most you can do is sleep in one room 25 times. I mean, once in 25 days.
Wow.
If you're going to use all the rooms, which is even silly, because that means you're moving things around every day.
So your approach to making money or getting money or working for money, it's on a patience base or what?
It's not contentment. I'm not saying you get to a point where you're contented, but you can always strive for more. But don't kill yourself striving for more. Don't strive for more because you just want to be able to, which is mostly the mentality around here. Just because you just want to oppress the other man. You should strive for more just so you can affect more people, or affect more lives and add value to people, add value to yourself, add value to people.
I wasn't wrong when I said that when I got here, the grace guy was in this building. Big shout out to Lord Ras. I know brother tells me something like God created man so that we can have dominion over the things that he's given us. But it looks like men are having dominion over men, oppressing men.
Exactly.
How do you feel about that? And with regards to that, how do you see the leadership of our African leaders today?
I think, most times I feel like, we blame leadership every time, but of course we don't have a choice, because people are influenced by what they see. So what do our leaders do? They oppress the people. So people strive to be like the leaders. You understand what I'm saying? So
yes.
You want to get that power, you want to get that money, just so you can oppress the people that are maybe not up to your level. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get it.
Because the leaders are not, most leaders in Africa are not trying to,
we serve the people.
They're not there to serve people. That's not. I don't even believe that, because why? If you're there to serve people, why would you celebrate or win at an election? Service. You understand what I'm saying? But here, once somebody wins the election, they throw the biggest party. That's because they know they're getting there for something else.
Wow.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So pretty much, I think most people are influenced by the actions of the leaders around, or supposed role models. You understand what I'm saying? And what are these people doing? Oppressing the people.
It looks like everybody's like, listen, man, I got to get the money, and I'm going to get the money because the leaders don't care about me. So why do I have to? By any means necessary, I am going to get it. So it's like, it's confirming what people are actually saying outside, But when you sit down and have real conversation with people like you, influential people like you, it's a total different conversation altogether. Why do you think such conversations are actually going out in the world? And why do you think yours that is different?
Like I said earlier, I think leadership on the other side is a bit wrong. People think once you have money, all your problems are over. And that's basically from people that haven't seen the money. Because once you've gotten to a point, you realize that, man, you only need money to acquire certain things, basic things. And once you have those basic things, the money.
I used to hear that a lot, like more money, more problem, more money, more problem, more money, more problem. Till I start my own stuff, and I realized that yes, indeed, man, the more money you have to control certain things, the more problems you do have.
It's good to have money. I'm not.
But it took money for you to establish this. But what pushed you to get this? Was it your work ethic? Was it your morals?
For me, I think it's both of them.
All right.
First of all, there's work and determination to be a better person.
Thank you.
But of course, in trying to achieve what you want, you also have moral values that guides you to say, look, in as much as I'm trying to chase that paper, morally this is wrong, this is not what I should do, I would get into this. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and I would try to, you know, be on the right path always, you know, in chasing it. It might take a longer time. I mean, you understand what I'm saying? But you definitely get there someday, you know. So, and it's worked for me. So pretty much, I mean, everyone with his own opinion about life, but that's my own principle, and that's what guides me.
Well, folks, on that note, we're going to go for a break. And when we return, Written in the Stars with DJ Jimmy Jatt. You know what it is, man. I know you blessed. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is coming from this legend, Africa's finest, the best there is. You know you don't want to miss it. We'll be right back in a jiffy.
You are watching Written in the Stars with Kwesi Crassie. Welcome back to Written in the Stars.
Who is in control of your life?
God. God.
How often do you communicate with him?
Always. Every second, every minute. And I think, you know, I don't go to church, so,
all right.
You know, but I'm very spiritual in my mind.
I love that.
And, you know, but I just, you know, I think first thing you need to realize is who's in control of your life. Appreciate that person. Give that person, you know, the honor every time. You know, and that for me is what I do. So, and I think it's just always nice to me because I appreciate that. You know, so yeah.
I think a lot. I sit down and I look at the skies and I look at the moon and I ask myself, what is life at all? What is life? Have you had that moment?
Well, definitely, severally.
And if you had that moment, have you come to a definition of what life is?
I would not admit that I've come to a definition because, I mean, life happens every day. It changes. You might not realize it, but it is not like structured, like, oh, this is what's going to happen the next day. You don't even have an idea what's going to happen in the next hour.
Oh, even the hours I heard of as well.
I mean, the most idea is we're going to so place, but are you even guaranteed that you're going to get there?
So what will be your definition?
Are you even guaranteed that when you get there, what you think would happen there would happen? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just talking the next hour, the next minute, the next, you know, I'm not even saying the next day. I'm not saying the next day.
So, as you've been asked that question right now, how will your definition be like?
Life is life. I mean, I don't think I want to try to define it. You know, I think it's a stage.
You're so real.
I think really, you know, the simplest way to describe it is that life in itself is a stage. And you are just there to play a role. You play your role, you're gonna move up the stage. Some other people are gonna come on the stage at different times for different reasons.
With that said, it's time where we establish the reason why we're here on Written in the Stars. Jimmy Jatt, done it all, seen it all, still doing it, still going strong. What is your secret weapon of survival? What is that secret that you carry that has kept you till today?
Grace of God, one. First thing, the grace of God.
Your secret is the grace of God.
I think that, you know, because most times I ask myself, what do you do? Are you, you know, nobody's an extraordinary being, you know, so, and there are people that I started with that I felt were really great, should be around, but they're not around. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's not so much of what I do, not like I don't do anything towards that, but first of all, you need to realize that it's the grace of God. And secondly, obviously, me looking at myself every day to say, look, step it up, you can do better, you know, and never getting to that point where you think you're on top of it, because once you get on top of it, there's nowhere to go. So always see yourself as a rookie, trying to grow. You know, there's a next level, and then you always move. But a lot of times I've seen people who think, oh, I'm on top of it. Once you feel like you're on top of anything, there's no next level. And if there's no next level, what are you going to do?
May God bless you exceedingly and abundantly. May you excel. May joy be yours. And above all, may He grant you with good health.
Amen.
Beyond your wildest
I pray the same for you, man.
God richly bless you.
Appreciate you.
This is why it is Written in the Stars, a show where God picks his stars to tell the stories because he has conversations with them secretly that nobody knows. And that's why anytime these stars come on, they blow your mind. Whoever thought will have such wisdom, knowledge, and understanding coming from our legend, our brother, our father, everything. Till next time, we meet in the haven of another superstar, Jimmy Jatt. What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? Before I even closing.
There's tomorrow. There is tomorrow.
Tomorrow
is next there.
Tomorrow is next.
Yeah.
God bless you one more time.
Oh.
You heard? What's next? There is tomorrow. We'll see you guys. Stay blessed. Don't tack the dial. You know I'm now done. I have to go and access his secret weapon of survival. So stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. More coming your way.
You are watching Written in the Stars with Kwesi Crassie. Welcome back to Written in the Stars.
Well, folks, this is the moment of truth where I assess Jimmy Jatt's secret weapon of survival. Yes, he said it is simply the grace of God. You know, the grace is given to us freely, even if we don't deserve it. The grace of God. I asked him something about life. And I said, what is life? What does life mean to you? This is what he said. He says, life is a stage. We all come in and play our role. Now, this brings me back to something I've been thinking about, like people who impact generations. If you come on this stage of life and you don't play your role very well, you will affect generations negatively. But if you come on this stage of life and play your role very, very well, you will impact generation positively. So folks, if you're alive and kicking, make sure you play your role on this stage that God has given to you. Big thank you one more time to Jimmy Jatt for giving us a lot of wisdom and opening his world to us. With that said, folks, till we meet again in another haven of another superstar. This has been Kwesi Crassie on Written in the Stars. Have a good one, and don't forget to follow us on WITS Show and of course at II2Raz on social media. Love.